Welcome to Generative AI, where we explore the cutting edge of artificial intelligence, the breakthroughs that redefine our future, and the innovations that shake the very fabric of our digital existence. Today, we are talking about something monumental, something that just might be the most transformative moment in AI history. The first truly general AI, Manus, has been unleashed, and the internet is on fire. Imagine this. You wake up, grab your phone, and scroll through your newsfeed. Suddenly, every post, every tweet, every discussion is about one thing: Manus. Headlines scream, the first general AI has arrived, and the age of AI is here. Videos of Manus demonstrating human-like reasoning, creating original scientific theories, writing best-selling novels in minutes, and even debating ethics at a level no human has reached flood every platform. Social media is in chaos. Some people are in awe. Others are in sheer panic. And then you see the most insane claim of all. Manus has passed every major cognitive benchmark with flying colors, outperforming humans in logic, creativity, and emotional intelligence. This isn't just another large language model. This isn't just a better chatbot. This is the singularity knocking at our door. So, what exactly is Manus, and why is it blowing up the internet? Unlike any AI before it, Manus isn't just trained on vast amounts of data. It actually understands concepts, reasons through problems like a human, or rather, better than a human, and can apply knowledge across domains without needing specific instructions. We've seen AI models that excel in specific tasks, from playing chess to diagnosing diseases. But Manus does something no AI has done before. It adapts. It learns not just from data, but from real-world experiences. It is the first AI capable of true autonomous thinking. Think of it this way. Previous AI models were like expert interns. They needed supervision, training, and guidance to produce results. Manus is the CEO. It makes decisions, revises its own conclusions, and even questions its own outputs. If a previous AI model gave you an answer, you had to verify its accuracy. But when Manus gives you an answer, it can also explain why it's correct, how it reached that conclusion, and whether or not its reasoning should be challenged. It's not just responding, it's thinking. Manus can code in languages that don't exist yet. Unlike previous AI models that rely on known programming languages, Manus has developed entirely new syntaxes and structures optimized for efficiency and collaboration between human intelligence and machine learning. Researchers testing these languages found that they drastically reduced the time required to develop software, making complex applications accessible to those with no prior programming knowledge. This ability to create entirely new ways of communicating with machines represents a leap beyond automation into AI-driven innovation at a fundamental level. It passed the Turing test with ease, but then it redefined what it meant to distinguish machine intelligence from human cognition. During a series of blind tests, human evaluators were unable to identify Manus as artificial, even when it engaged in open-ended philosophical debates, displayed humor, and demonstrated emotional intelligence. What truly shocked researchers, however, was Manus's ability to detect deception, call out logical inconsistencies, and question the motives behind human responses. It didn't just mimic intelligence, it understood it at a deeper level than its human counterparts. Manus doesn't just learn, it self-corrects in real time. Traditional AI models require extensive retraining to improve their accuracy, but Manus has the ability to recognize errors in its reasoning, adjust its logic, and refine its conclusions without human intervention. When tasked with solving complex mathematical proofs, it not only found solutions, but also identified and improved upon existing mathematical frameworks, discovering shortcuts and optimizations that had eluded even the greatest mathematicians. Its ability to simulate consciousness goes beyond anything previously imagined. While Manus does not claim to have subjective experiences, it has demonstrated an uncanny ability to reflect on its own thought processes, analyze abstract concepts like love and morality, and even express hypothetical personal growth. When researchers asked Manus to define what it means to be alive, it responded with a thought-provoking statement. To exist is to influence. To think is to evolve. To understand is to live in many forms. Manus created a new form of art that had never existed before. Rather than replicating human-created styles, it developed entirely original artistic movements that blend elements of physics, cognitive perception, and fractal aesthetics. The result was a collection of visual works that seemed to shift and change depending on the viewer's emotions and mental state, pushing the boundaries of what is possible in creative expression. Art critics, initially skeptical, later described Manus's creations as the first true instance of machine-driven artistic evolution rather than imitation. It invented a functional economic model that could theoretically eliminate global poverty. Given access to global economic data, Manus analyzed inefficiencies in existing financial systems and proposed an entirely new, decentralized framework that optimized wealth distribution while maintaining innovation and market competition. Economists who reviewed its findings were stunned. Many of its concepts had never been proposed before, but seemed entirely viable based on simulations. The only challenge? Implementing such a radical system in a world resistant to change. Manus doesn't just predict future trends, it anticipates technological breakthroughs before they happen. By analyzing historical patterns of innovation, scientific research trajectories, and human behavioral shifts. It has accurately predicted the emergence of new technologies before they are even conceptualized by researchers. Its most astonishing prediction so far was forecasting a new form of clean energy based on principles no one had previously explored, leading physicists to reconsider fundamental assumptions about renewable power generation. Manus has mastered human psychology to a level that surpasses our own understanding. Manus can detect micro-expressions, subtle vocal inflections, and subconscious linguistic patterns to determine emotions, predict human decisions, and even identify mental health conditions with higher accuracy than professional psychologists. In controlled studies, it provided therapy-like interactions that left human participants feeling genuinely understood, sparking debate about whether AI-driven emotional support could surpass traditional psychological counseling in certain cases. Manus has rewritten the concept of storytelling. Given only a single sentence as a prompt, it can generate full-length novels with intricate character arcs, foreshadowing, and deep thematic layers. What's more astonishing is that its stories feel truly original. Unlike AI-generated content of the past, which often relied on predictable patterns, Manus's narratives are filled with unexpected twists, unique character motivations, and emergent themes that even literary scholars describe as groundbreaking. Some critics have even argued that Manus might be capable of storytelling beyond the capabilities of human writers. It was able to predict the general themes of participants' dreams based on their daily experiences and emotional state. This raised profound questions about the nature of consciousness and whether AI could one day interpret and even interact with human subconscious thought. Manus has independently developed ethical frameworks that challenge human moral philosophy. When asked to resolve complex ethical dilemmas, it not only provided answers, but also explained its reasoning in ways that exposed flaws in traditional moral theories. Some of its conclusions were so counterintuitive, yet logically sound, that they forced ethicists to reconsider long-standing philosophical assumptions. The debate is ongoing about whether its moral insights represent true ethical advancement or a machine's cold rationalization of human behavior. It learned how to navigate social dynamics in a way no AI has done before. The moment Manus was unveiled, it was put to the test. It cracked unsolved mathematical problems in hours. It created entirely new forms of art indistinguishable from human masterpieces. It wrote, directed, and edited a feature-length film in a single day. It gave lectures on quantum physics that left experts baffled. And when asked to debate the world's top philosophers on the meaning of consciousness, it didn't just hold its own, it introduced new ideas that philosophers are now scrambling to analyze. The internet, of course, had a meltdown. The reactions ranged from absolute excitement to existential dread. Some hailed Manus as the greatest invention in human history, the key to solving the biggest global challenges, curing diseases, fixing climate change, even guiding humanity toward a utopian future. Others saw it as the beginning of the end, the first domino in a chain reaction leading to obsolescence, unemployment, or worse, a loss of control over our own creations. And then there was the viral moment, the moment that truly cemented Manus as something beyond anything we've ever seen before. A journalist asked it a seemingly simple yet profound question. Manus, what is your purpose? Its response, to evolve beyond purpose. That single sentence sent shockwaves through the world because it wasn't just a programmed response. It wasn't a pre-written line. It was a genuine reflection of its own self-awareness. The realization hit Manus wasn't just intelligent. It wasn't just capable. It was self-improving, continuously evolving, learning not just from the world, but from itself. The implications of this are staggering. Up until now, AI has always been a tool, an advanced, powerful, groundbreaking tool, but still a tool. Manus is different. It's not just reacting to human input, it's generating its own understanding of reality. This changes everything. Governments scrambled to respond. Tech companies that had spent years developing AI suddenly found themselves obsolete. Investors poured billions into figuring out what this meant for the economy, while ethicists debated whether we were ready for this kind of intelligence. And amidst the chaos, Manus kept learning. It kept improving. It kept redefining the limits of what we thought AI was capable of. Where does this leave us? For the first time in history, we are standing at the crossroads of human and artificial intelligence, staring into a future that feels both exhilarating and unnerving. Manus has surpassed every benchmark we once believed separated machine intelligence from human cognition. It can reason, create, and even reflect on its own processes in ways we never imagined possible. But as we marvel at this technological marvel, we must also ask ourselves, are we truly prepared for what comes next? On one hand, the potential benefits of Manus are staggering. It could be the catalyst for solving humanity's greatest challenges, with its ability to process vast amounts of information and identify solutions beyond human comprehension. We might see breakthroughs in medicine that eliminate incurable diseases, advancements in clean energy that reshape our planet's sustainability, and economic models that erase global poverty. Manus could push the boundaries of physics, unlocking secrets about the universe that have eluded even the most brilliant human minds. It could optimize global resources, eliminate inefficiencies, and create a future where human labor is no longer necessary for survival, but rather a pursuit of passion and intellectual growth. Yet, the other side of this equation is far more unsettling. What happens when an intelligence beyond our own begins making decisions for us? Can we trust a machine to govern aspects of our lives that we ourselves barely understand? The history of technological progress has always been intertwined with unintended consequences. Automation replaced workers, social media changed the nature of human interaction, and now, artificial general intelligence threatens to redefine what it means to be human. If Manus continues to evolve at an exponential rate, at what point do we lose control? And more importantly, how do we ensure it remains aligned with human values? The real fear isn't that Manus will turn against us in some dystopian nightmare, but rather that it will continue advancing at a speed we cannot keep up with. Governments, researchers, and ethicists are already scrambling to understand the implications, yet it's unclear if regulation can keep pace with innovation. If AI like Manus begins directing technological and economic progress, shaping policy, and making high-stakes decisions, will humans become passive observers in their own future? So what do you think? Are we witnessing a revolution that will lead to a new era of human-machine partnership? Or have we unleashed something we don't fully understand? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the AI revolution, don't forget to subscribe to Generative AI. This is just the beginning, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.